good morning. Welcome back to the today's session, first session. As we mentioned earlier, all this is possible by the support from the Index TV, SSIP, NEPL, and Anupam Rasayan India Limited, and Ocean Marine Environment Coating Private Limited. Because of their support, we are running this program. And so today's first session is the MSMEs driving low-cost machining and environmental innovation. And in this session, I will request Dr. Vipin Shukla, Scientist F and Member Secretary of CRTDH, to come to the dais and run the session. Dr. Shukla, please.
Thank you, Professor Gori, and good morning to everyone. So this is the second day, and we are going to start first session of the day, which is basically fourth technical session of this conclave. And yesterday we had very good deliberations and lot of brainstorming, and then some final conclusions also people arrived at, and that is the outcome which we expect actually. And we have been reported that few MSMEs along with academia, they sat together and they decided that they will work on this specific area, projects and all these things. So I'll pass on my congratulatory note to all those who have arrived at this conclusion. So the session today is primarily based on one of the sectors which is identified in CRTDH scheme, that is low-cost machining. And as we all know that this is something which is required in each and every product development, process development, and need of the hour. Nowadays, when we talk about low-cost machining, maybe traditional people, they think some traditional machining, some like low-cost milling and grinding, that sort of process. But the time is changed now. Lot of automation has also come into. At the same time, AI is also playing a big role. We are talking about cobots now. So this area is now vast. We have 3D printing also. So I expect that in today's deliberation, we will talk about such type of wider scopes also. And we have been fortunate that we have very experienced and big name from industry. Mr. Anandbhai Patel is with us, and we'll start with him and request him to give his keynote address. So I'll invite Mr. Anand Patel. He is an eminent figure in both industry and academia. Mr. Patel possesses over 2 decades of extensive experience in engineering and manufacturing. His expertise encompasses operation management, manufacturing strategy, and supply chain management in mechanical equipment manufacturing sector. Serving as director of Gujarat Apollo Industries Limited since 2007, a prominent public company specializing in mining equipment, he has exhibited remarkable leadership. Presently, Mr. Patel holds the position of director at Aman Apollo India Private Limited. His significant contribution include crafting robust manufacturing strategies, adeptly managing inventory and production output, and fostering HR excellence. With impressive academic credentials, including an MBA from Cornell University, a management education program from IIM Ahmedabad, and a Master's of Engineering from Stevens Institute of Technology and a Bachelor's of Engineering from LD College of Engineering. Mr. Patel's remarkable accomplishments extend to his active involvement in various professional and academic committees. Currently, he lends his expertise as a member industry on the board of governors, academic council, and finance committee at Ganpat University. So, with that vast experience and knowledge, we expect that today he'll start the session, and he will also share his experiences, which will be very beneficial to both MSMEs as well as academia. So I'll invite Mr. Patel to kindly give his talk.
Thank you, Vipin ji. Good morning to everyone. I would like to thank Dr. Sujata Chaklanobis, Dr. Vipin Shukla, Professor Chinmay Gurai, especially for inviting me here at this conclave, which is talking about Viksit Bharat, which is also something that our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, has gave vision to all the industrialists as well as the institutions and academicians. And I feel my honor to be present here and talking to the esteemed audience. MSMEs, or the micro, small and medium enterprise, they play a very important role in the industry. And especially in India, they contribute about 26% of the GDP and a large workforce that they give employment to. Today, the topic here for this session is on the low-cost machining and the environmental interventions, innovations. So I would like to talk a little bit about my experiences as well as on the low-cost machining and how they can be helpful to the SMEs specifically. Majority of the SMEs are the supplier to the larger industries, and they create the supply chain for the large companies which use the expertise of the SMEs. The biggest challenge that MSME faces is having a proper cost control of their products, as well as the advantage and the quality that they can deliver to the large companies or the large industries. And that's where the innovation, so to say, in the machining sector plays a very important role. One of the experience that I would like to share is from my company. When I joined about 28 years back, the metal cutting operation was essentially through a gas cutting or the regular gas cutting operation, with a very majority of the work being done manually. That is, with a person or a gas cutter would cut the plates as per the required drawings. First, they would put a template and mark it on the plates, and then with hand they cut it. And then we realized that in order to achieve the global quality and the productivity, plus having a better costing, because with the speed with which we can do the same operation can bring the cost down. So we started with something called a template cutting. So we had a template machine. The machine will trace the template and then cut the parts as per the shape on the template. Very soon, we again felt that this was not enough. So we started looking at the other methods, and one of the small manufacturer from the local area, he came forward and said that he can develop a CNC cutting machine for us. And we said, okay, we'll go with that. And then we started using the CNC machine, where we have to feed the part drawing to the computer, and it would cut the part as per our drawing. Few years, and again, this was becoming slow to us or not good enough. And then we again started looking for and looked at the technology called plasma cutting. And now these plasma machines were pretty fast, very fast, and had a large size of plates that they can cut. So again, we had to move to the plasma cutting. And soon enough, we again face some quality concern in some of the items where the tolerance is required were not very, they were pretty tight. So again, we had to look at the laser cutting. And that was the technology that we had to adopt. While each of these technology, the installation cost or the capital cost was increasing, but every technology provided us with a lower running cost or the operating cost. The other thing was the productivity was improving multifold. And today, one of the company, which is a Gujarat-based company manufacturing laser machines, for plates, they have achieved a speed of about 4,500 millimeter, that is 4.5 meter per minute cutting of 8 to 10 millimeter thick plate, which the manual oxyacetylene would be like a tenth of, that speed. So with that kind of speed and using such machines for more than one shift or, for a longer duration, the cost of operation, cost of carrying inventory comes drastically down. So that's one of the example. The other such in the metal cutting processes like turning or milling, there has been a significant development in the cutting tool technology. And with newer technological tools, we can achieve a good quality products with a higher productivity. And because the cutting tool, which is a wear part, having a very longer life can bring the overall cost down. So these are some of the examples that I thought I could share with you. The major advantage that low-cost machining can give MSME is of course, the cost comes down, which gives you either a higher profitability or the competitive advantage over your competitors. And that's where many a time you have to let go a little bit of profit, but then get that higher volume from the customers. So that's another interesting. Couple of other things which Vipin ji mentioned is the arrival of artificial intelligence and also the 3D printing technology. So I believe artificial intelligence is going to, especially also there are a lot of softwares which are open source within that. That will give MSMEs a good tool for creating the programming for CNC machine, etc., in a very quick and an efficient way. And then requirement of engineers to do the programming will drastically go down. That's another thing. Of course, most of the conventional product manufacturing is through a cutting of the raw material. But with 3D printing, which is an additive manufacturing, can give also a good advantage, and especially low cost when the batch size is small and you need a quick part for, especially during the development stage. And with this 3D technology, that can also help support MSME quite a lot. On the environment side, I have a bit of a limited experience, but I believe that the innovation in environmental technology can help us reduce the wastages in the industry. We also can take the help of the recycling and reusing the waste material, and that can bring in cost advantage as well as impact on environment. So these are the experience that I thought I would share with the audience, esteemed audience like who is present here. What I understand is department through this CRTDH program is running quite a few hubs which are supporting the MSMEs with the new technology or the development of new technology, methodologies and product related ideas. And that's how we can support our vision of Viksit Bharat through this support from these hubs and having a collaboration with the industry. And I'm sure that we will be moving, or I would say marching ahead with a good speed in our aim of becoming Viksit Bharat. With this, I once again thank you very much for inviting me here.
Thank you, Mr. Patel. I think you have given one good example that how incremental technology advancement gives more cost advantages, though in beginning or in initial stages, it may look like that you are putting much money on capital investment, but the running cost, operational cost are the advantages when we go for new technological advancement. So like you cited, very interesting that how the journey you passed with the metal cutting by gas, then template cutting, then you arrived at CNC, then plasma cutting, and then laser. So I think this is a good, because you have a vast experience. I think probably 25, 30 years experience, which has given us an idea that yes, if even MSME can also think about incremental advancement in their operations, and that would be cost saving as well as quality product. And if we talk about quality, yesterday Professor Moona, Director IIT Gandhinagar, also emphasized on quality. So I think this is good outcome since last 2 days, that cost as well as quality, these are the two good parameters where MSMEs have to focus. One thing also, like AI and other things, when you talked about, you said that open source softwares can be useful for MSMEs, because high-end software tools may not be that MSMEs may not be that comfortable because of their costing. So that is also one of the options with them. So thank you very much, Mr. Patel. Now we will